Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker. Check us out, y'all. On any compound, anywhere in the United States, whether it be state or federal prison, right, you got what I call two types of snitches, right? You got your hustler snitches, and you got your nosy snitches, right? Now, let me break this down for you and explain it to you, right? Hustler snitches are the types of individuals that are involved in all kinds of stuff. They sell dope, they get money. Some of them might be gang members, you know what I'm saying? They might be peons, but they get down and get money just like everybody else, right? And they tell as a matter of convenience, you know what I'm saying? Then you got your nosy snitches that sit around and watch everything. They just tell for the sake of be telling it because, you know what I'm saying, that's where their, you know what I'm saying, equity's at. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I'm going to break down for y'all in this episode and show you why and how these two types of snitches always bump heads, right? So sit back, relax, y'all, and enjoy this unusual show. Check it out, y'all. You got your hustler snitches and you got your nosy snitches, right? Now, let me break it down for you because I know a lot of y'all like, what is Joe talking about? You know what I'm saying? Hustler snitches, man, these are the individuals that, you know, get money. They sell drugs, they sell phones, they sell any contraband. You know what I'm saying? They get involved in everything that everybody else got going on the compound, right? Now, they may be gang members, they may not be gang members. But these individuals, they tell as a matter of convenience. What do I mean by that? Well, they don't tell on anybody unless they are a threat to what they're trying to do, a threat to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two reasons that they'll tell on somebody. You know what I mean? What do I mean by that? Like, they got competition and they don't have the muscle to get rid of them, whether they gang members or not. They drop a note, get them gone. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let them go down and fail a piss test or get caught with something, they'll tell on you then. But other than that, they mingle. They get along with everybody. And it's always in the back of everybody's mind that, man, I heard about dude and they said this about dude. Is it true? Is it true? You just never really know, but you do know. You do know. There's too much smoke for it not to be some fire somewhere when it comes to a lot of individuals like that. But in the game, most people will still take that risk and mess with them. Why? Because they feel like, they ain't going to say nothing about me. They ain't going to tell on me. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how they are able to know whatever is going on any particular compound, wherever they're at. They know everything that's going on and they know everybody that's doing it. But they'll hold that information real tight to their vest until they need it. It's equity to them. It's equity. Now you got your nosy snitches. Now these are the individuals, I know y'all know what I'm talking about, those of you out there that's been locked up before. They set out in the middle of the pod all day. They stand on the balcony all day. They on the rec yard and they watching everything. I'm talking about they get so bold sometimes, even if you turn and see them watching you, they don't even turn their heads. It's understood. Yeah, I'm watching you. And I'm going to tell it. I got a report to file today and I'm going to file that report. They are bold. Now, some of them you look at hard enough, they'll turn their heads. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to get caught up like that. But for the most part, it's understood. Don't do nothing in front of them. But I'm going to tell you about a story that happened years ago with these two types of snitches. Now, on this particular compound, like I said before, it's equity to them. This is where their value is at. Don't get it twisted. This is their con. This is their hustle. You feel what I'm saying? It protects them. It gets them what they want. It gets them favor with the administration. You feel me? And in some situations, it gets them favor with the guys that's hustling. Oh, yeah, I said it. It gets them favor with the guys that hustling because sometimes the guys that's hustling will use them to tell on somebody else that they want out the way. You feel what I'm saying? But then they'll claim, I didn't tell it. They did. Same difference, different flavor though. You know what I'm saying? Ben and Jerry's is Ben and Jerry's, man. You feel what I'm saying? But here's the thing, and I ain't never had no Ben and Jerry's, by the way. It just made me think about that. Y'all know how much I love that ice cream. But anyway, let me get back to the story. That ice cream, look here, I get distracted real fast when we get to talk about ice cream or fried chicken. I'm telling you now. But look, here's the story. These two individuals, right? They were battling. Excuse me, I still got a little cough left in me, y'all. They were battling against each other, right? for the right to be the one that the administration went to when they needed some information, right? The hustler snitch was the one that was getting all the attention. And don't get it twisted. These relationships that these guys have with the administration, they get jealous about them. Just like people get jealous in any other relationship. They get to looking at it like, man, they paying too much attention to him. They always go to him. They always asking him about this and this and that. And I'm going to tell you, it was this one nosy snitch that some of the guys used to hang around. I always was suspicious of them anyway, because they were, in my opinion, they were using him to get information about people and to give up information through him about people. You feel what I'm saying? So I was suspicious of them anyway, right? But here's what happened. One day, I'm sitting at the table. I'm playing some dominoes. I'm pretty decent playing dominoes. And this snitch, he feels like he could just come sit down at the table. Now, I'm looking up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my number two, and he's looking at me. We looking at each other, and I'm saying to myself, well, do something. I don't want dude over here. You know what I'm saying? And I shouldn't have to tell you that. I give him that look. He tell him, man, you got to go. Get up, man, from the table. So he goes to the very next table next to him. He don't go 2 or 3 tables down. This dude is bold. But when he goes to that table, he sits down next to some of the guys that are at that table. And what they're doing is just talking he-hen and ha-ha back and forth about all kinds of stuff, okay? So here's the thing. This snitch is pissed off about. He's telling bruh now, he's pissed off about a lot of the things that are being said on the compound about the other hustler snitches. They telling everything this is and that. And this dude sitting there bold and saying, man, look, they know they need to be asking me about that kind of stuff. I'm the source of all the information on the compound. I don't know why they keep going to him. Yeah, I'm telling y'all what's real. He was this bold about it. It was so understood that he was a snitch that he just embraced it. Now, here's the thing. I didn't do nothing in front of it. I didn't have no dealing with it. You feel what I'm saying? So I stayed away from him. Now, once he became a threat to whatever it was that I was doing and whatever we were doing, yeah, deal with it. Deal with it. But nothing ever came of the things that we were doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that we were smarter than anybody else. It was luck. Dumb luck. Don't get it twisted, y'all. Dumb luck. We had to get it right every time. And for the most part, we did. For the most part, we did. And when, in those situations where we didn't get it right, I'll be real. Most of the time, it wasn't because somebody told it. It's because we did something stupid. So I'm not going to claim all this old other stuff that a lot of people do. But anyway, here's the situation. This dude is so bold about his credibility being challenged by one of these hustler snitches that he feel like he needs to do something. He said, I'm finna do something. You know what I'm saying? They need to be coming to holler at me because he was feeling like he had no value. He had no use anymore. So brother and them sitting at the table, they laughing and they joking with him. They're like, what you gonna do then? Man, done took your spot. They hitting him like it. You know, they been howling that weed. These some young brothers. They silly. You know what I'm saying? And I'm suspect of them anyway. I've been watching them. They didn't know it at this particular time, though. He said, I got something I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. So keep in mind, the hustle snitches, they getting bread. They getting bread. And they ain't really messing with us, though. They know better because even if you told on what we had going on, it was so many of us, you don't get away. I don't care if they ship me or 2 or 3 of us. You feel what I'm saying? Once the word gets out that is you, it ain't no compound that you're going to be on that's safe. That's just how it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So let's not play green about this thing. It's serious business. So, but anyway, what the nosy snitch, he was like, I'm going to do something about this. So anyway, he told it. Check game, peep game now. He knew somehow or another, I don't know who told him. Some of the guys might have told him, I don't know. They told him that this particular hustler snitch had a phone, and they told him, somebody did anyway, who bought the phone to him. That's valuable information right there, y'all. I'm talking when I say valuable, that's valuable because the administration does not tolerate lapses in security when it's one of their own. You feel me? They don't play about that. They coming to get you and walking right up off that thing, right? And in some cases, they're going to put you on TV and embarrass you in front of your family, put them handcuffs on you, walk you off the compound, for real. They don't play about that. So here's the thing. when the police go to him, when the police go to the hustle snitch, now keep in mind, they know who these two individuals are. You feel me? So they're looking at the information as suspect anyway. They know that one snitch is telling on the other snitch. You feel me? But they have to go, right? So they go, boom, they bump down on the dude. They shaking him down. They can't find him, this and that. So the officer that they said, that this dude said was the one that bought him the phone, turned out that wasn't so true. It was another officer. And this particular officer was leaning in the cut. You feel what I'm saying? So he steps to the hustler snitch and he tells him, look, man, be careful, put it up. Something goes south, you're on your own. Just point blank period. Just let him know what to be in the world. So the hustler snitch, man, what's going on? Who said something? Because I didn't. You feel me? I ain't told nobody what's going on. Now, of course he was lying because most people in the penitentiary can't keep their mouth shut. They just can't. It ain't no fun if don't nobody know when you're doing crime. It just ain't. You like people to know that you're getting away with something. You feel what I'm saying? So here it was. He said, the nosy snitch is the one that told it. Oh, my goodness. Now he got rocks in his jaw. You feel me? Now he getting money. He getting money. But he's not affiliated like that. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't really finna make no power move like that. Plus, he's a snitch himself, and it's out there a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? That he is. But he has to balance this right. Because he can't just bump down on dude like that. Because, again, they're going to lock both of them up. He misses out on his money. Now he's going to have to tell something to get out of the hole. So, look, let me tell you something. You hear these stories about in the penitentiary, snitches get stitches. Well, not in all cases, man. Not in all cases, because everybody ain't cut like that. Everybody ain't cut like that. So this is what this dude did, right? He had to play it smart. He had to play it smart because he knew that if he bumped down on dude in a way that it's going to cause some attention and dude smack him. Now, don't get it twisted now, because a person snitching don't mean they don't know how to fight. Some cases it is, but some cases it ain't. And you just don't know. You feel what I'm saying? They might not be cut like, you know what I'm saying, me and you, but at the end of the day, they might size you up and see something that don't nobody else see. You feel what I'm saying? And then you know your jaw is soft. They may pop you one time and ain't nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying, with a dude standing up for his. But I'm telling you something. There's something wrong in penitentiary when you get whooped by a snitch, especially if you've been talking crazy about him. You're going to have to leave. Everybody going to be riding you. Even if you get up, wake up, and then go whoop the snitch, they're going to still be saying, man, you got knocked out by a rat. You understand? So here's the thing. So dude, he got to play it smart. Now, I told you he was a hustler snitch, right? So that means what? He got access to certain things. He got stuff put up. He can get something brought in to him, this, and that. So this fool is so desperate. He going to get an 8-ball. And for y'all, those of y'all that don't know, 8-ball, 3.5 grams. You know what I'm saying? Some of that cocaine. The coca. He had some of that pink. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what he do. He tell his partner. Now, his partner can't hold water. You know what I'm saying? Partner can't hold water. But basically, he really was looking out because he letting everybody know, look, stay away from dude. Now, everybody was misreading it because they think, okay, stay away from it. Oh, he going to bump down on him, hit him with that thing. That's what he finna do. But that wasn't the plot. This was the plot. And dude didn't tell everybody exactly what the plot was. He just saying stay away from dude, right? He stay away from the nosy snitch. That's what he's saying. So this what happened. We're in the chow hall. And I didn't go to the chow hall a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Only on Thanksgiving and Christmas and 4th of July when they had a nice meal. But this particular day, I happened to go to the chow hall. I told you when they have pizza in here, you know what I'm saying? It's something special. But they don't have it no more. I don't know why they did that. But anyway, I went up there. I mean the square pizza. You know the kind like they had in high school? Yeah. The cheese and the hamburger on it, little pieces of hamburger meat. It's probably fake, but it still tastes good, I'm telling you now. Put a little ranch dressing on the top of that thing. I'm telling you, bussin'. Woo-wee. But anyway, here's the thing. This is what happened. They both in the line. Now, the nosy snitch is in front of the hustler snitch. So the nosy snitch don't know he coming. You feel what I'm saying? But we watching. It's like watching a movie, I'm telling you now. We watching. But trying to look like we're not watching because we don't want to tip off the nosy snitch that something's finna happen. Yeah, I know we playing dirty because dude could have been ready to pop in with that thing because that's what we thought. You understand what I'm saying? But we want to watch this thing. We want to see the train wreck. It's 2 snitches. Who cares? Who cares? You feel what I'm saying? So we're watching this thing, right? And keep in mind, my mind was all messed up back in the day, so who cares? So we watching this thing. It's about to go down. So he ease up on him, right? It's going down. I'm talking about it's like the shark in the water. Dum, 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 dum. We watching it. He eased up behind him. It's full. Guess what he did? All he did was bumped into him. But see, we ain't peeped the move. When he bumped into him, he slid something in his pocket. I'm telling you, dude was so smooth. He could have been a pickpocket on the town. I don't know. He's a hustler snitch. Maybe that was his hustle on the town. Just pickpocketing people. I don't know. Because he wasn't no real hard dude. He had to be doing some sort, popping checks, something like that. So anyway, he slid something in his pocket. And I'm telling you this, look here. This is when he lost all shame or anything. He wasn't trying to hide nothing. He got out of the line, walked right to the front of the chow hall where the officers are standing, right? Because they standing and watch what's going on in there to make sure we're not acting a fool and stuff like that, making sure nobody's coming back and get double trays and all that. Because on pizza day, look here, even I'm going to try to fade the line. I got to get 2 trays. You feel what I'm saying? And if they catch me, I know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's where they were at. He walks right over there. And he tells them, look, dude got some dope in his pocket. They look at him like, huh? He's like, yeah, go shake him down. I bet you he got some dope in his pocket. So again, like I told you, they know who the snitches are. They know who the snitches are. And they also know that the hustler snitch had just been told on by the nosy snitch, which they didn't get the phone, but they know that he had just told them. So now they're looking at it like, oh, he finna get him back. So something's going on, right? So they bump down on the nosy snitch. You know how they say snitches get stitches? No. Sometimes snitches just get surprised. They walked up on him. They told him, get on the wall. Put your hands on the wall, right? He put his hands on the wall. And like I say, this nosy snitch, he don't do nothing. He ain't into the thicker things in the penitentiary. He just watches everything. That's his equity. You know what I'm saying? That's his value. So he puts his hands on the wall. He said, what's going on, Saul? Blah, 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 blah. And Saul said, just hold on a second. And he slides his hand in his pocket. And when he puts his hands in his pocket, he pull out the coca. He said, what is this? He said, man, I didn't do that. That ain't mine. He said, well, I got it out your pocket. Then he reached up, because, when they tell you to turn your back, turn and put your hands on the wall, you put your hands up, right? So the Sarge, he took that packet, put it in his top front pocket. I'll never forget it. I'm watching now. He put it in his top front pocket. He reached for his left hand, put it behind his back. Reached for his right hand, put it behind his back. Put them handcuffs on him. Tell the corporal to take him to the hole. On the way out the building, guess what he said? I'm going to get you, you snitch. I'm going to get you. I know it was you. I know it was you. Now here go dude, the hustler snitch. He's standing on the side of the wall like, yeah, I knew I was going to get you. Yeah, trying to get me. Yeah. Who the best snitch now? And I'm telling you, look, listen what I'm telling y'all now. Listen what I'm telling y'all. These 2 dudes were so gone in trying to make sure that they were the one that the warden and the captains and the lieutenants and the sergeants went to for information. They totally forgot that they was in the penitentiary. Now here we are. All of us are watching. Everybody in the chow hall is watching. Every affiliation you can imagine. So now guess what? You know what happened. You know how I told you a few minutes ago that in the penitentiary, it ain't true that all the time snitches get stitches. Well, guess what? The hustler snitches got some stitches. Because later on that afternoon, right? Some of those dudes in those different affiliations that used to use the nosy snitch to get information to the administration, which to me is snitching. But anyway, they catch him down on the ball field, right? He was going into the stall. On the ball field, you got the areas where you can use the restroom, and they have this stall. It was a concrete wall. It come about 3 feet high, right? And it made a square, and it had one way in and one way out. And it had 2 toilets in there, and nobody in their right mind uses the toilet on the yard. Who does that? Because I'm telling you, it's almost as nasty as those restrooms at those rest stops that you see on the highway. It's nasty like that. So this dude, the hustler snitch, is going to stop over there, and he's going to take him a seat. And when he took him a seat, they popped it. Boy, them area nations got on him so fast, I'm telling you, they was on him. They was on him like white on rice, and they white. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? And this man jumped up off that stall, off of that toilet. He didn't even get his pants pulled up good before he was running. Oh, they trying to kill me. They were popping him, though. They were popping. About halfway up the hill, he collapsed. Can't go no more. Now, look here. When you're getting hit with a pocket knife, the worst thing you want to do is turn your back and get excited because now your heart is racing. That's making the blood come up out of you faster. Man, that dude collapsed. The officers get to him. He still got his pants halfway down. They more worried about touching his daggone pants, pulling his pants up so they didn't want to touch his private than they was about the knife sticks. And it wasn't until the nurses came that they took care of the business. They get him to the hospital. Okay, the end of the story, he didn't die. Okay, I'm going to jump to that. You feel what I'm saying? But the point of this story is this, right? You know, we get caught up in all these situations about, you know, people snitching on this and people snitching on that. I'm going to just end it just like this by saying, just don't do nothing. Not that. Don't be doing nothing. Then you ain't got to worry about nobody tell you. That's what my grandmama told me. That's what my grandmama told me, right? But look here. It is what it is. I thought I would share that story with y'all. Just give y'all something to ponder about some of the nonsense that goes on up in here. These folks in here crazy. I'm telling you. Now, I can't excuse myself from being, you know what I'm saying, a part of the craziness because at one time, I was stupid too. I got my PhD in stupidity. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not excusing myself totally. I have contributed to the nonsense. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm on another path now, right? But I just wanted to share this story with y'all, right? Look here, before I go, check out the book. Rivals is on Amazon. Go get that thing, y'all. Go get that thing. You feel what I'm saying? It's available on Amazon. This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and I say peace, y'all.